Hello everyone, my name is Ms. Luko Ajoke, Head Reference Services, and you are welcome to LASRAB. We have various departments in LASRAB. We have the Records and Archives Management Department, which comprises of the records room, the registry, we have the archives, we have the library, we have a search room. Right now, I am in the mini museum. The LASRAB Mini Museum, basically, it's a museum to complement what we have in the repository and in the library. In the Mini Museum, we have sections like the pre-colonial Lagos, we have a section for nationalism, we have a section for monarchy and royalty, we have sections for rare books and publications. We also have a section depicting the Treaty of the Secession of Lagos by the British government, which annexed Lagos in 1861. Among what we have in the pre-colonial section, we have two significant objects that are of importance in culture and tradition of the people of Lagos. Owo-eyo, which is the cowrie. It was used as a medium of exchange during the pre-colonial period for trade, for commerce, and for the upliftment of the economy of Lagos. The Omolangidi, which is a baby doll, it has a spiritual sense to it. Parents use it during this period to pray for their children that are far off, not living with them. A child that is sick, a child that has traveled, they say, Idale omomiti wa ni dale. A child that is walking up north, you don't know what is happening to that child. There's no way you want to call. You cannot write letters because we could not even read and write in this period. So the Omolangidi is used as a medium to connect to your child. How about Macaulay? In the nationalism section is a nationalist that fought for the independence of Nigeria. He was among the delegates that went to London seeking and fighting for Lagosians to own lands in Lagos. After the secession, the British took over most of the lands in Lagos. He joined the delegates with Chief Oluwa to present a strong paper stating that the Dejos who are the landowners of Lagos, should have access to their land. Among others, he fought for the independence of Nigeria with other foremost leaders like Nnamdi Azikiwe, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, and Tafawa Balewa. The royalty section is a section which talks about the monarchy and oligarchy system in Lagos. In this section, we have two major important artifacts that we'll be looking at. First, we'll be looking at the Kele Gbedu. It's a drum which is beaten when a king passes on to glory. In the Yoruba culture, we're told that a king never dies. Rather, Oba máa ń wàjà ni. He ascends to go and meet his other ancestors. This drum is beaten until it is broken, and the announcement is made that the Oba, which is the king, has passed on. The royal insignia falls under the royalty section of the mini museum. It talks about the monarchy and the oligarchy system, bridging the Benin and the Lagos people. It was a staff of office presented to the Oba of Lagos. So this shows, and it is still standing, that all Obas of Lagos has their connection from the Benin people. History has it that when royalty dies outside its court, the dead body must be taken back to where it comes from. And this can be shown in the history where we have the Ashipa, a prince of Lagos, that took the dead body of a royal prince of Benin, Asheru, back to Benin. He was honored, given a wife who was one of the daughters of the Oba of Benin then. And on their way here, after getting married, they had a child who was the first Oba of Lagos, called Oba Ado. And this is where the royal insignia came to play. The Benin, henceforth from then, comes to Lagos to give the royal insignia to the Oba of Lagos. Another addition to the royalty section is the powerful woman merchant called Madam Chinyumbu Efupoloye, who originally comes from Egba, but has made her grounds in Lagos. We're told she wined and dined with kings. She dealt in slavery. She had entourages of slaves working under her, and she dealt in slavery with the colonial masters, who were the British government. And we're told in history that before decisions can be taken in Lagos, she was consulted. It shows how powerful she was. In the rest publication section, we have publications that cannot be found off the shelves, neither in bookshops, neither anywhere. That is why they are called rare publications. And amongst this is the special complimentary edition of the Daily Times newspaper of October 1st, 1960, telling us what happened on the day of the independence of Nigeria, where the government of the British handed over Nigeria to the indigenous people of Nigeria, namely Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa. We also have Zik of the name Nnamdi Azikiwe. We had Sir Chief Awolowo Obafemi. Most interestingly, we're told in the paper that Nigeria's population was put at 40 million as regard today, where we are over 200 million. The Lagos Treaty of Secession, it shows the annexation of Lagos by the British government. After Lagos was bombarded in 1851, 10 years later, with its might and force, the British took over Lagos, annexed it, and Lagos became a colony. The treaty was signed by Oba Dosunmu of Lagos. In this treaty, Wedding's Day shows that Lagos becomes part of the British government. Lands were taken. The Oba of Lagos became subject to the British government. Levies, fines, and revenues were introduced by the British, collected by the British. But most significantly, the Oba, who is Oba Dosunmu, during that time, said his words were twisted, that what he said was not what was written. He was coerced, forced to sign the treaty. The LASRAB Mini Museum, it's a place for culture and tradition where we have heritage, tour, promotions, and patrimony. So we are enjoining our visitors far and wide to come to LASRAB and learn about the culture and traditions of the people of Lagos. You are welcome one, you are welcome all. Thank you.